What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Mugen Magnificent, and we are back with a review or a recap, if you will, of Ranking of Kings so far. And we need to have a serious discussion. I'm willing to take all counter arguments, all everything, but I think I can say with my full chest that Ranking of Kings is the anime of the season. It's the anime of the season. It is phenomenal. I am there's only 13 episodes out. I'm 13 episodes in, and oh my god, the amount of character development, the amount of beautiful storytelling, animation is just like you're watching Princess Mononoke or Howl's Moving Castle or something, and it's just unbelievable. And even better than that, imagine you're watching what you get from a Studio Ghibli production, right? And then on top of that, you're getting real firefights from the first real battle in the series. You see that this series is it. It's it. Because listen, I'm a simple guy, man. I came up on anime. Probably the first anime that I can truly remember was Dragon Ball Z. So listen, fights. I love all kinds of animes, man. I've watched so many different kinds of animes. But listen, no matter how good the story is, no matter how good the characters are, no matter how good all that stuff is, if your fights don't hit, you're probably not going to be one of my favorite animes, man. And Ranking of Kings has got it where it, not even got it where it counts. Ranking of Kings is elite in the fighting department. Elite. Elite. Oh my God. So last time I was talking to you guys, it was the end of episode 2. I had just finished bawling my eyes out essentially at Prince Bojji finally getting Kage in his corner. I know his name now. His name is Kage. I ain't gonna forget his name. He's the dog. He's like a stand-in for the fans. He's a really cool character because for how I feel about Prince Bojji, we're gonna get to Prince Bojji because Prince Bojji, but with how I feel about Prince Bojji, and I assume that most people do, you you love and want to protect that kid with everything that you have, right? Kage operates as that character, and he's the voice of Bojji, and he's just, oh, dude, oh, I'm just thinking about Bojji. Yo, I love that kid so much, bro. I love Prince Bojji with every fiber in my being. I would die for that kid, man. He is like Kage. Kage is awesome. Kage is such an awesome character. It's at the end of that second episode when he said, I want to be in your corner, Bojji. I want to be your friend. I want to be that person for you. Oh, 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 you can't tell me that didn't hit your heartstrings like you couldn't believe, man. Oh, my heart just thinking about that moment. I watched the episode again. I made my little brother watch it. I watched it again, right? And I'm watching. I know what's about to happen. I'm watching it, and then it's just like like the series just knows. It's like, hey man, be ready for episode 2 of Ranking of Kings. But it it ends, and you're like, things have to get better, right? But thematically, with how the series has gone, these first 2 episodes and the type of storytelling they're going for, they're gonna put my boy Prince Bojji through it more, aren't they? They're gonna hurt my buddy, aren't they? And the storytelling, like from episode 2, it just skyrockets in terms of storytelling because Prince King Bos dies. King Bos dies. You're like, okay, whatever. I guess the ranking needs to start, and this massive demon comes out of this man's mouth. And it's like, what the, what is going on? What does that mean? Who is that demon? No indication. And he points at Prince Bojji. I was like, what does any of this mean? What does any of that stuff mean at the time, right? I'm caught up. Episode 13, so obviously there's more to come, but I was so confused at the time. And what goes on after that is things start to take a quick dive towards the real meat of things, because Prince Dida, who I was right. I was right about his character, because you almost feel like he's about to become a Joffrey type. He was close to hitting those qualities. And what's amazing about this series is that it's like you could almost see the Joffrey Cersei relationship in Hilling and Dida, right? But Hilling is not Cersei. You hate Hilling. I hated Hilling at first, but now episode 13, I love Hilling. I love Queen Hilling. Queen Hilling is a solid G. She's a wife. She's a wife, a real wife. I don't know what King Bose is thinking, who he's had in his past, what's going on in his life, but dog, that's somebody that you should probably maintain. I don't want to speak on kingly business, that's you, my guy, but probably maintain that. And Dida, when Dida takes this path, right, where he's trying to get rid of Bojji and Domas. Oh, Domas. I've gone. That's why this show is so good, because I don't hate Domas as much. I still hate him. He pushed Bojji into the fire, so you're dead. You're dead to me. But like, I understand his motivations, where he's coming from, what he was trying to do in his mindset. It doesn't absolve him from what he did. Losing a hand is not enough, my guy. But the character development in the series, that's just, I've mentioned 3 characters who have full arcs. Dida, Hilling, Domas have full arcs. They're who they were in episode 1 is different from who they are in episode 13. Or Hilling, maybe not so much. It's more of just her finding out stuff. But Domas and Dida have, you know what I mean? They're different. Bojji. Bojji. We got to talk about Bojji now. We talked about other people. We got to talk about the king of this show. Because for a deaf, mute kid, he's the greatest. He's one of the greatest protagonists I've ever seen. I'm gonna say it like that. He's one of the protagonists that you want to root for the most, because not only is he relatable in everything that he does, but his general nature is just to persevere. And because of that, he's just somebody that is so lovable, man. I pray, yo, universe, give me a son like Bojji. Because that kid is amazing. Oh, I love that kid so much. I love him so much, bro. He is just the epitome of try hard in the best way. The epitome, man. This kid is it. He doesn't let, he'll cry. He'll cry, sure, he'll cry. But he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. No, don't you worry. Bojji will be back. And he's calling for smoke. When he rolled up on Dida and he said, I was like, oh, I was scared. Nah, first I was scared, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do, little boy? What you about to do? And then he hits the dun, dun, and he's hitting the ill dodges, and he hits the boom on his head. I was like, Bojji got skill. Bojji got skill. Bojji got skill. Bojji got skill. He's the dodging king. He's the crit master. Bojji is the crit master. Literally, he's the crit king. This man is this. He's critical. He's critical. I love this kid so much, and his progression is going to be insane. It's gonna be insane because his character is not a character without power. It's just a character that everybody underestimates. It's not a character without power. He doesn't have strength, right? He doesn't have strength, but he has the speed, the eye acuity, the dodging ability, and a fighting style that is based on pure critical hits. All crits. Like my man's crit stat is maxed. Maxed. Dodging and crits. That's all he does. And he's the best at it. If ranking of kings, bro, I cannot stress this enough. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it and be amazed. Because this is it. I haven't if I had to choose a character besides Bojji, right, that is my favorite character so far, I have to choose either Apis or Bebin. Because Apis is, bro. When Bebin rolled up on Apis, that was the moment I realized that this show was major. Because up to that point, the show didn't have any fights. I'm gonna be honest with you, it didn't have any fights. So I was like, I guess we're gonna get a really, really, heartfelt, heartwarming, slice of life anime. It's gonna look really good, and the story's gonna be really good. And then that fight happened. Peace was just walking away, and Bevan came up. No words exchanged. No words. Peace just takes off his bag. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bevan speeds up, running at this man. And the fight was impeccable. Impeccable. The the movements, you really, like, unless you read the manga or whatever, man, I don't know if there's a manga, but like, you have no idea how this fight is gonna go. They don't make it seem one way or the other. You're like, oh, oh snap! I think Bevan is. I think Apis is about to lose. Bevan, he runs up on him, hits him with the ill move, cuts the spear. Spear's cut in half. You're like, a spearman, a dude who's a dedicated spearman, has no spear. How's he gonna beat this dude now? It's gotta be an L. It's over. Okay. Fight's over. And Apis hits Bevan with the illest switch. The illest switch you've ever seen, because he grabs the broken staff, whips it, whoa, 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 and it like knocks this man's weapon away and stabs him all in one blow. That was just that fight. This series is going to be it. Insane. I cannot imagine what the upper tier of this series is. What the how do you put this? What the 1,000-year blood war arc of this series, or it wasn't even a good. Why am I mentioning Bleach at all? I'm talking more so. What are good final arcs? Like Naruto's final arc. It's not even a good one because freaking Kaguya. Generally, finale. What will Ranking of Kings finale look like? What I can imagine the way that the storytelling is going, the way that this series is building these characters, the way that it develops them, the way that it's told. You'd be hard pressed. You'd be hard pressed to tell me that there is an anime that's doing it better in this current season right now. I don't want to go too far back and think too far and too hard, but after 13 episodes, this is hitting harder than Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. Maybe recency bias is hitting me hard on that one, but wow. Wow to Ranking of Kings. It is a unbelievable series. Exists in a magical space. I am excited to see what happens with this series. If you guys enjoyed the content, drop a like for your boy. I'm gonna end it there. I honestly could go much, much deeper because I haven't spoken on King Bos. I haven't spoken on Lady Miranjo. I haven't spoken on the underworld and King Desha and Despa and Dorsch and all of these things, man. This series is you gotta watch it. That's all. Watch. Please, my recommendation. I'm not gonna give you a number grade. It's an aggressive look in your eyes. Look at me right now. Feel what I'm saying to you. If you have time in your day, if you can, if it is possible, watch this. Watch it. That's my recommendation. Watch it. Watch the first two episodes. If you don't like it, then honestly, I know that I can categorize you as a person that I never want to be around. I'm so serious. This series is amazing. It's amazing. Go watch it. Mugen Magnificent out. Peace. Stay hydrated. Get into it.